bone-crunching hits and pretty passing plays during the past week. CFTO videotape editor, Marlon the Robo editor, and I, Joe the Swiss, have pulled out the best of the best for the Swissonian Institute. Bernie Kosar drops back and fires to Brian Brennan, who picks it off the grass tip. A spectacular catch by Brennan, and the lunatics in the dog pound love it. Now, this is Fast Freddie Pendleton against Darryl Larimore. Larimore is going to catch a right hand. Good night, Darryl. Steve Eisenman with a shot. Kirk McLean makes the save. Gerard Gallant with a rebound. He can't score, but he gets the puck to Dave Barr, and Barr buries it. Here comes the wing. Betty Testaverde looks for Willie Drury. Look out, Willie. Here comes Isaac Holt. What a hit. This is Dave Chizowski with nowhere to go but up and over on a great hip check by Brendan Shanahan. Wayne Gretzky to Luke Robitaille, but Bob Essenza gets his glove up, and he bats it away. What reflexes. Ray Shepard with the feed to Kevin Miller, and look at the move he puts on Peter Ing. Hard to believe they found a hole in the Leafs defense, isn't it? And watch
out of these plays. Check out this game of volleyball with the feet. Kind of a new twist. Let's just shuffle on over to the football field now for a look at the all-important quarterback position. We all know you got to have sure hands, right? Rodney Peete. And you got to have a head on your shoulders to play quarterback, as long as it's attached to your shoulders. The key to a good shotgun formation, the good snap. Might want to use the shotgun on the guy who snapped the ball, however. Drew Bledsoe of Washington says, "Who needs the rest of you? I'll catch my own pass, and he will scamper in for the score." Not bad. John Forquet better check the rules. Referee, last time I checked, not an eligible receiver. Webster Slider doesn't get slaughtered, courtesy of Ronnie Lott. Andre Waters wants to play, but Dennis McKinnon says, no thanks, I'm already spoken for, buddy. Catch of the week, Andre Reed of the Bills, one-handed grab, no stick-em included. And the hot dog of the week, as per usual, Deion Sanders breaks through a couple of tackles, and away we go. Neon Deion starts to high step it 45 yards from the end zone. Get out the mustard for this guy. Time now to strike up a little waltzing on the ice. Round and round they go. Where they stop, only Bob Probert knows. And speaking of knows, nobody seems to know where this play is going. You take it. No, I'll take it. No, Jaromir Jagr says, I'll take it. Another strange goal here at the Meadowlands. Pat Conacher lofting one in. Wendell Young says, I got it. Misplaced it, to put it politely. Badger Bob Johnson makes like an ice sculpture. I don't think he moves. Won't be pleased with this one either. Our weekly Pittsburgh Penguins players colliding into one another. And now for our first weekly Calgary Flames colliding. That's Paul Ranheim on the receiving end of a Rick Natras check. Brendan Shanahan has it all figured out. Send the opponent into orbit. And Pat LaFontaine a little bit confused. Pat pretty happy he signed the new contract, but not likely that happy he scored on his own goal. Some goals of the more pleasing variety. Mark Recchi, outstanding, beating Sean Burke. And how about Pierre Turgeon, the head fake of the week, head fakes of the week, and he gets the goal. And the Kings' Tony Granato, undressing Freddie Olsen, and it finishes off. Looks kind of like my haircut, doesn't it? Anyways, don't get so broken up, but that's it for this week's edition of the Plays of the Week.